After a brief visit inland to the mountains, I have now moved down to the Mediterranean Sea. One of my favorite places to photograph by the sea in this area is this quite rocky location. Mostly, the rocks are very sharp around here, actually so sharp that if you're not careful, you can easily cut yourself on them while swimming. In this location, on the other hand, the rocks have allowed themselves to be shaped by the waves and the wind into smooth round shapes, which also have a very creamy yellow tone that looks almost golden when the sun is low in the sky, which makes it quite perfect for photography. I was here already the day before the photograph, and I liked it so much that I decided to come once more. And again, I started quite early in the morning to be able to have a look around before the sun rises. This spot is quite popular with local campers, but during a weekday like today, there weren't so many around. The day before was a weekend, so people were walking into my frame, even though I was here around 5 or 6 in the morning. It wasn't a problem though, because I think it actually made my photos a little bit more interesting to have someone for scale in them. Today the only campers I saw were 3 people having a what could best be described as a micro rave party. And by that I mean dancing, in case you're thinking about something else. Well, actually once during my photo adventures I did walk into people in the forests, but that was in Finland. Okay, anyway, let's return to our photography here. The sun had not risen yet, so I was walking around looking for possible compositions. The day before I was walking around this area, but I didn't climb out here. The light had already disappeared, so I decided to check it out later. I would say this is the nicest spot of those which gets hit by the morning sun, because there are lots of possibilities to find interesting compositions here. But since I still had some time, I walked even further to see what I could find around the corner. This spot is also really nice, but it gets hit by the evening sun instead. And also now in the summer the sun gets blocked by another hill, so you don't quite get the golden colors on this side. During the day there are usually lots of people fishing here or jumping from the cliffs into the water, which I also was doing, but with varying results. And also this seems to be a favorite backdrop for local wedding photographers. In the afternoons they start showing up, and there can be tens of shoots during the weekends. But of course they don't come to this side, so you would have to climb a lot for that. Now the sun has finally peaked above the horizon, so it's time to start photographing. When the sun rises, the rocks really explode into a golden yellow color. The colors are maybe a bit too much, I think. As for the composition, I was using the salt pools as foreground elements, which work quite well. I also tried some variations, like just having the rock, or the rock with the hat as the main subject, and actually the moon wasn't a very strategic point for this composition. Now the sun has come up much higher in the sky, and the ground doesn't radiate the same type of colors anymore, so it seems to be time to get back. Next time I'm in the area, I'll also probably come by here. It is a really calm and beautiful location, even if you're not into photography. So bye for this time, and see you in the next video.